Okay, here we go. Okay, you are listening to Laura's blog. Okay, I was going through my husband's stuff, well, and I came across this pamphlet. It says going back to civilian life, and that was that intro page, and it has a nice, pretty little eagle on it on the front. You got to think this is a pretty old pamphlet, and it's almost, well, you can see the age on it. Okay, this pamphlet, and I'm sorry, I don't read out loud very well. This pamphlet surmises WD pamphlet number 21-4, 20 August 1945. So August the 20th, 1945, included C1, 16 November 1945, so November the 16th, 1945, ND pamphlet NAVPERS 15110, August 1945, Marine Corps pamphlet NAVMC 1026-PD, August 1945, and Coast Guard pamphlet NAVCG 142, August 1945. Going back to the civilian life, War and Navy Department, February 1946. And that was just the title page. Okay, here we go. It says, "The nation salutes you. Our country was founded by men and women like you who were willing to fight for its freedom. It had remained free because when the need arose, new generations were willing to fight and, if necessary, to die for what they loved. By your service in this war, you have done your share of safeguard liberty for yourself, your family, and the nation. You have helped to preserve the liberty for generations to come. This booklet is for your guidance. It gives several sources of information to assist and assistance for you. Numerous privileges are mentioned. They are yours. You have learned them just as you have earned the respect and gratitude of your fellow citizens. When you return to duties and responsibilities of civilian life, you take with you the good wishes of those who were in the service with you. You can always be proud that you were once a member of the American Armed Forces." And then it has Dwight D. Eisenhower, Chief of Staff, Army, C.W. Nesbitt, Chief of Naval Operations, U.S. Navy, A.A. Vandergriff, Commandant, U.S. Marine Corps, and J.F. Foley, Commandant, U.S. Coast Guard. Huh, interesting. Okay. And then it says how to use this booklet. This booklet was written for you. Its purpose is to help you to get yourself established again as a civilian. It won't answer all the questions that might arise because there are too many laws and regulations affected affecting veterans to include in this small booklet. Instead, it gives you the more important facts and tell you where you can go for additional information. It will be to your advantage to read this booklet through carefully now. When keeping it handy, keep it in a handy place for future reference. Oh yeah, this is big time future. Like almost 80 years. Okay? If you don't happen to be in a mood for reading, your first impulse may be to throw it away. Don't make that mistake. Put it away in a safe place for the days when you are looking for the answer to a particular tough problem. It will pay you dividends. There are pages at the end of the book on which can help you that can help a convict. Okay, this word. I get this way sometimes when I'm reading out loud. Convented. Okay, CONVENIENT. Personal record of important numbers, dates, and addresses. My brain sometimes go faster than my mouth. And then and that was page 1 in the booklet. Then it goes to a blue page that says going home. And then there's a nice, beautiful illustration here of soldiers in their respective services. Okay, then it goes right here. It says, put your affairs in order. When you entered the service, you were wise. You were wise if you made sure that your civilian affairs were taken care of before you put on a uniform. Now that you are about to leave the service, it is equally wise to see that your military affairs are in order. These are usually matters of routine but importance just the same. Turn in clothing and equipment that must be returned to the supply officer. If you owe money at a club, mess, library, or other facilities, see that the bills are settled. Turn over any public funds or property for which you are responsible. If in doubt, your commanding officer will put you straight. Doing these things will save you trouble in the long run. And that it was big font. Put your affairs in order. Okay. The next in a big font says your mail. It is possible that for some time after your separation from service, your mail will continue to be delivered to your last military or naval address. To make sure that it is sent on to you as quickly as possible, file the address where you want your mail forward with the postal officer at your last station. Do not have your mail sent to you at a separation center or reception center. You would not be there long enough to get it. You will not be entitled to use the free mailing privilege after you're separated from active duty. Interesting. Okay, and then that was that paragraph, and then there's another one. It starts a new paragraph with a big title. Your bonds. If you have any questions about bonds which you purchase by allotment, write to the service in which you serve as follows: Army, Army, Army Central Adjustment Office, 4300 Goodfellow Boulevard, St. Louis, Missouri. Navy Field Branch, Bureau of Supplies and Accounts, Bond Bond Assessing Division. The bond thing is in parentheses. Navy Department, Cleveland 15, Ohio. Marine Corps, War Bond Issuing, that's that word. Issuing Officer, Headquarters, U.S. Marine Corps, Washington 25, D.C. Coast Guard, Commandant, U.S. Coast Guard, Washington 25, D.C. And then that was page 5, 4 and 5. Okay, now we go to 6 and 7. In your letter, put all information you have about the numbers and value of the bonds in question, the date and where you bought them, the service in which you served, organization and station or ship at the time of purchase, and your name and serial service or file number. A helpful record is the next paragraph. During your final processing time from the service, you will be interviewed and given a record. Parentheses, Army WDAGO Form 100 Separation Qualification Record, semicolon, Navy and Coast Guard, the description of rating booklet and form, Nave Purse, NAVPERS 553, or Nave NAVCG 553, semicolon, or Marine Corps Form NAVMC 78-PD in the parentheses, prepared for you. In this record of your civilian and military training and work experience, and shows those civilian jobs to which your training and experience is not related. It is for your use to get a job in getting a job or applying for training. In addition, information about jobs, training, and opportunities is available through individual interview. You will be told what agency in your community can be of service to you along with these lines. What's really cool is this is I think this is either both his grandma and his grandpa. but I know Grandpa Paul did go to Japan, and that's where I got some of these little pictures of Japan. Okay, you are listening to Laura's blog, and we'll be back in just a minute.